now reacting to the debut of the 5-member girl group New Jeans. The reason behind their name, Min Hee-jin, the chief executive of their label, explains in a press release. Pop music is a culture that is very close to our daily life, so it is like the clothes we wear every day. Just as jeans have withstood the test of time and found popularity among many regardless of age and gender, New Jeans aspires to become an icon of generations, one you never grow tiresome of putting on. This music video was dropped with absolutely no warning. They didn't announce the debut of this group at all, didn't say anything about the members. They just dropped it out of...
Oh, interesting.
And people were like, oh my God! Like, what's happening? The lyrics for the song are about developing a crush, and they're trying to make it so obvious to their crush that they like them, that they're like, come on man, I'm showing you that I like you, just give me your attention.
Sounds familiar.
Oh, does this touch something that happened over the summer?
No.
Yeah. But it's okay.
It's okay.
Everything's fine.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
This song is composed by 250 Duck Bay, and the member Danielle participated in writing the lyrics. Oh, cool, Danielle. Go you.
Go you, Danielle.
You think it's crazy that I don't own a pair of jeans?
What? Wait. I've never seen you wear yours with Dickies.
You'll never see me in jeans. I went to school with a uniform, and we always had to wear khakis.
Yeah.
So I've never.
I'm from Florida. I don't really like wearing jeans.
Yeah.
Cause it's sticky.
But maybe after this, I'll get some. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Only one of them is wearing jeans.
If I see a single pair of khakis.
Is this a club?
It's like a concert, I think.
Oh, that makes sense. So Elliott Smith or something? It's very grungy. I like that beat.
I definitely think they matched that indie movie vibe very well.
I like this. It's like a movie. Where my popcorn?
Whoa.
Ooh.
Oh, it was
It's giving
real.
never have I ever.
Oh.
Very cool cinematography already.
Reading in the bathtub.
Hey! Wait a damn minute!
Yeah.
I fucking love it when they beat switch like that.
The bass.
Oh, these chords are so great.
They're so nice, right?
So different. Oh, is that a half diminished chord? Oh, resolving to 1. Oh,
1, 2, 3, and oh, great. 1 and oh, I'm a fan.
This is so fun.
Ooh. Yeah, there we go. Flat 6, flat 7, 1.
it's such a neutral sounding high B flat.
Even though they went up an octave.
Yeah, I know, right?
The soft timbre definitely contributes to that.
Hey!
Ooh.
That chord is so unexpected.
I just love the contrast between the chorus and everything else. Like the articulate, like crunchy chords, and then you get like this super like nice sounding resolution.
It's just sparkly.
It's
like
so
it just
pretty.
Glowing.
This is so offbeat heavy. I think it's great. It's kind of like that uppity thing, you know, like having butterflies. Somebody, it's like that, you're always kind of up.
The phone.
Not the phone.
Damn.
Okay, instrumentation change, higher frequency. Great.
ATT-ENTI on.
That was smooth.
What? I wanted to go somewhere. That's okay. It was good.
It's like high school drama. Right?
Fuck that guy.
I didn't give her the attention!
Fuck that guy.
I really liked it.
Why was it so vibey?
We talk about this in harpsichord a lot, where you have dry versus wet, where you have very articulated percussive things versus like letting the sound bloom. And like in this song, there's definitely a contrast where it doesn't feel like you're listening to like the same thing over and over and over, where like the verses, the shortness and the percussiveness and the play between like the synth and the drums, and also like the percussiveness of the actual like spoken verse versus the chorus where the synth has more sustain and like you can hear more bass and it's more like melodic. But that contrast to me was really fun to go through like in the song, because contrast is what makes people listen. Exactly. Like you change texture, you change like how dry or wet or how smooth something is. That's a different stimulus, and so that's gonna draw people in. So good for them.
Can you have your headphones on your legs or something? Because they'll block the mic.
The chorus is so fun.
Yeah, the chorus is super fun.
All I'm picturing is like you're like rolling down the windows in your car and the wind's kind of like
in your hair, like LA vibes.
Maybe the drawn out notes or something.
Yeah.
Whole notes.
The chorus is very, very catchy. Like you can remember it and like take it with you. Like
I mean, how long is it?
Keep going. Sport, get it. He's dying.
I kind of get tired of the looking for attention a little bit.
I did too. Criticism. I thought that it was gonna go somewhere. And it started changing, like things became a bit higher frequency and things became a little like different. And I thought it was gonna start building somewhere and the bass was gonna come out, but then it just like stopped. And then also, yes, it just kept doing over and over and over and over and over again. They did some things, but I wanted more like give me like something like where it like reiterates it or like something a little tasty.
Like their goal, because so much K-pop is like change, is to create like a lush, like repetitive
like
that
jeans.
people
And
can
even
apply.
like jeans, but
A staple to the wardrobe, anybody's wardrobe.
But even when they went to like minute 3 or something, when they was like less fast and it was like quiet, they stayed like that too long. Like they didn't add anything for a while, and it was just like the same quietness saying the same words. I liked it, but then at one point I was like, come on, where are we going? But then they built it and they didn't do anything. That's what bothered me.
At any point when they were repeating that over and over, did you ever get tired of it, or did you just kind of like bask in the sound of it?
the chords behind it were so good.
It was very chillaxed.
Yeah.
Like I just kind of laid back and like it was just very chill. And I like the build up of like the different notes, and like all the singers were just very like cohesive and clear. Like no one stuck out, and it was like a very uniformed tone.
Full disclosure, I've heard this song and I've been obsessed with it.
Nice.
I am a big sucker for octave leaps in songs. It's like anytime a song does that, no matter how repetitive it is, I love it. But yeah, the over underneath that, the harmonies are 6, 7, one, but it doesn't sound like that. It doesn't sound like the Mario fanfare because there's a lot of crunchy R&B stuff that are added to it that makes it interesting. And then every time they go here, there's a little voice that goes da da da.
But one thing that I find it really interesting now I think back, like in the chorus, it's like G flat major 7 to A flat major 7 to B flat major 7, right? And then I feel like the most clashing chords is actually B flat major 7. And then, I don't know, this sounds like not right. It's really interesting because it's like the root.
Yeah.
But then I think it's because they add the 7th and then just like kind of...
And the vocal line is hanging on the 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me sing. And that has the most clashes in it.
Yeah. It's like when you're getting used to too many like 7th and 9s and then suddenly like hearing a 1 and 7 together, it's kind of weird.
But then doesn't that make it extra satisfying to go from that chord, that one chord, to the da 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 da?
Yeah, that one's good. And then goes to minor and then back.
So in the end, it kind of like creates this large loop of tension and release almost.
Well, there's the suspension going on, so which makes it really nice and sunny. Suspension, especially in a progression that goes major, major, major. When you have like a suspension in there, it just adds butterflies. It adds like a little trickle of something. I mean, like when you have a chord like that in Broadway, or when you have these, I mean, you'll recognize this. Wicked. You know, anytime you have like a 4 or a 2 suspension going on anywhere, it's like, something a little sunnier.
Speaking of chords, there was one that you said that's very unexpected, and it happens right before the pre-chorus at the end of the verse. Can we talk about why that is?
This whole section, that section feels weird to me harmonically because the melody doesn't match the harmony like at all.
Dissonance!
But I mean,
it's like not even.
It kind of works because like the chords are really short.
Yeah, so it's not. There's not
So it's
direct
not-
clashing,
yeah,
but it's one of those things where it's just like, strange. What it is, which is actually kind of hip. It's cool. The verse chords are like this. So like C half diminished, going to B flat, and then in that second part of the verse, it goes up a step. It goes to D half diminished, going to C. It's the same chord progression, but up a step, but the vocal melody stays down a step. So it's like you have this weird, I don't know how nobody noticed that. I don't know how nobody was like, doesn't that sound a little strange? You know, it's a B flat minor pentatonic over a C major.
I'm just gravitated towards this chord just because like it doesn't come anywhere, and for some reason it felt awkward for me in the best way possible. I love feeling like awkward and
like questioning like why do they do that?
Yeah, like
I love like 4 bars before the chorus hits. Like that. That is perfect. That's
It's
like
just
my
like-
favorite part of the song.
Oh my god.
Was it synth? Like the synth bass? Sometimes it made me nervous. I don't know why.
I wonder if that came in when they sang like I had butterflies in my stomach.
Yeah, it gave me that. That gave me butterflies in my stomach.
You give me butterflies in my stomach.
Well, exterminate them.
I liked the vibe of it. The entire thing felt like something I could play and just enjoy. I'm always pleasantly surprised when there is a constant rhythmic motif that you think is on the downbeat, and then the beat comes in and it's on the offbeat.
Is that what happened in the beginning?
That definitely.
That's what I heard. I heard but-up, and there was but-up. And I like that. I loved the mixing of that in the chorus when it stayed there, but just underneath the surface in the right level to keep it jamming. Was awesome. I liked it.
I think there's a lot of momentum.
Yes, that's a great point.
Yeah.
It feels like there is nothing holding the song back. That it's always going. It's just being pulled without any sort of like effort just towards the future part of the song.
Yeah, I agree.
It's great.
Why does that melody sound so like good to listen to?
I don't, because it has motion. That's why. Like we're going towards that, and we're going towards it both like in the way that they're enunciating, in like the way that they're saying everything, and the way that the chords are, like the chord progression. I love all of the vocal stuff in this song, like so much, because it's so like thought through, but it doesn't sound like it. It sounds so effortless, you know?
It really just flows.
It
like
just
the whole
flows
song.
so well, yeah.
It was just like so sweet.
Does that come from like the timbres or the melody or?
It was giving like candy sweetness. If I went to like the sugar factory, it would be playing. It would just be a party.
It's like light and sweet.
Yes.
Their tone isn't like not abrasive or anything.
I feel like they have like a very chill, like airy tone-ish. It's not like we're always saying like focus your tone, spiraling, spinning. There's just like looking for attention. It's just like free, easy.
That's what I like about it. The song is effortless. That's why the octave is so good, is because they sang it probably within their technique, whatever a vocalist would describe as some way to feel really comfortable in making that octave. But all of it, when they sang, and the instrumentals, how simple they were, made the song feel like it took no effort at all. And of course it did, obviously. But listening to it, you just feel very at ease because of that effect.
I'm just gonna dive into the ocean. Yeah, that was kind of sick. Brian, can we do that? Wait. A-T-T-E-N-T-I. Wait, how did they do it? We're gonna do it. You ready?
How did they do it?
A-T-T-E-N-T-I on fire! That was so sick.